Hello, class. Welcome to, I suppose, week 11. Now, first and foremost, what you're going to see this week is going to be the solution to the 10-point project. So even if you completed that, go ahead and check that out. We talk a little bit more about nested loops with a little lecture on how to build a kind of a multiplication table using that. There's also a little introduction into functions, which is our next topic we kind of go over. And our 20-point programming project. Now, as of this week, I was going to give you a 20 and 30-point project, but I think that might be a little much to do all in one week. And as I mentioned, later this week, I'm going to be gone, and I won't make it back until about Tuesday morning. In lieu of that, me not being here for the hardest two programs, I'm just going to give you the one program this week. That means we'll have the 30-point next week, along with a 10-point, and that'll be kind of the final projects. Also, there are some extra points you can get if you do the evaluations. The evaluations are here in the lower left-hand corner. You'll see on Canvas NWCC evaluations. Now, if you click that, you should see computer programming. You just simply go in and you answer the questions. At the very end of this, when you're done, it'll pop up a little thing saying you completed your evaluation. It'll put a little check mark next to this one. You just simply have to take a screenshot to show me that you've completed it and submit the screenshot here. Do that and you'll get a couple of extra points added to your assignment grades. Now I have a few more lectures, which would be a little bit more about functions, and then a little introduction, real quick introduction into arrays. We won't have enough time to really delve into those, but those are the two things we're going to be covering this week. Now just a heads up, that's this week, 20-point project, which requires a loop, and I've got a little information about that over here. Next week will be the 30-point project, and that's going to require nested loops, and it's also going to be the largest program of the semester. It generally tops out around, depending on how you write it, could be anywhere from 50 to 100 lines of code. And it requires nested loops for that one, but we'll worry about that next week. Also, probably next week, I'm going to post some practice tests for the final exam. Our final exam will be exactly, I guess, 2 weeks from now. The week of the 20th and 23rd, I will mail everybody out the exact dates this week. I'll be in my office on Wednesday if you need me. Friday, I will be out of town, so there won't be any Friday to meet me up if you need something. But I will do my best to answer any mails or messages I get through Canvas. So that is roughly it. That's what you need to do here. I know I say what to do during week 11 in this video here, but it's also week 12. I decided not to do a separate one because there's really not a lot to add to this. So again, what you're going to do this week, make sure you go through the lecture videos, the 20-point project, and then there's an evaluation where you can earn some extra points. Now, if you don't do that before they shut it off, you don't get those points. So if you wait until the very last minute, I'm not sure when they're going to shut these off, but they do at a certain point, usually later this week. If you just don't bother doing it, you will not get those points. So that is essentially what you need to do this week. Your 20-point project, going through a couple of the lectures, and the evaluation. Next week, you'll have the 30-point project, and there'll be an extra 10, which really shouldn't be that difficult. And I'll post some practice tests that will mostly be, these practice tests will just have questions pretty much from everything we covered the last two chapters, just to kind of get you a feel for what you probably would expect on the final exam. The final exam will be covering everything we've covered this semester, and you will have to, just like the midterm, come in person to take it. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to message me, ask. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.